So today's been interesting. This morning at 10 a.m. I got up. Well, I was up already, but by 10 o'clock in the morning I was sitting in an office with a pastor with my local community church, Crossroads Community Church, I think is what it's called. And I was talking to him about getting baptized. And we were there for about an hour. And it was really nice. It was good. I told him a little bit about my background, being raised Adventist and being baptized into a church. And he's like, yeah, really can't even call it rebaptism because of all the things you had to, and a 12-year-old doesn't. You're going to ask a 12-year-old to research Ellen White and the investigative judgment and sign on the dotted line that they believe all that. Anyway, yeah, when you get baptized as a SDA or LDS or Jehovah's Witness or Catholic or any other alphabet soup church, whatever, all the other alphabet churches, you're not only signing up for what you're assuming to be a Christian baptism, but you're signing up for all the extra stuff or all the stuff that's been left out, and it's packaged up as new revelation or present truth or being baptized into the remnant. That is so unbiblical. You're not being baptized into a religious organization. You're being baptized into the family of God, which is totally not of this earth. Not yet. It's like being married. You're not getting married into a church, have a Catholic wedding or Adventist wedding or whatever. But Adventists won't marry you unless you're both Adventists. They won't marry you. I don't know. I can kind of sort of see that one. If one's Adventist and the other one's not, I mean, that's going to have some counseling. There should be some counseling because that's going to be a rough haul. I mean, I know from personal experience. It can get rough. But two Christians or two people who aren't Christians at all will not ever be baptized by an Adventist pastor because you can't get baptized into the church if you're not even a Christian, right? Anyway, so what time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm actually sitting on the Adventist property right now, looking across the valley of Pendleton at the LDS Church, and I got to thinking, the two churches in town built on a hill where they're basically, I can see one from the other. I mean, I'm sitting here on the steps of the SDA church, and I can see the Mormon church. The two churches in town that decided to build high up on a hill so that everybody could see them, opposite of each other, are the Mormon and Adventist churches. Is that a mind trip or what? Think about that. Now, I'm not saying anything about the people who built the church or planned it, the planning committee. Maybe they only got the property that they could get. It's the only thing available. But I think it shows some kind of a group mindset of pride. Very proud. None of the churches are built on hills, and these two churches are built high up, prominently visible. And I've seen this repeatedly. Either two things. I'll just speak for Adventism. Either an Adventist church will be off the beaten path or be high up and still kind of off the beaten path. Off the beaten path because we don't want like our high school, academies and institutions and all that stuff need to be kept away from the world, right? Anyway, so you have this, and that's pride too, because you don't want to be corrupted. You got something good, you got something pure, you don't want to be corrupted by the world, so you've got to go out and away, or off the beaten path. I don't know if that's goes into building high, but I've seen lots of well, actually I haven't seen a lot, but now that I've seen these two, I probably will keep my eye out for churches built high up. And I don't know, I'm not articulating it very well, but it just seems like this is a living example of institutional pride on both the LDS and the SDA. I mean, come on, you look at their doctrines and what they believe. Both churches claim to be some kind of remnant, some kind of only, the restoration or the extension of the Reformation. Anyway, I biked up here, decided to make a little video. I'm super excited about being baptized. I guess that's why I started the video, is talk about the baptism thing, but I kind of got on its sidetrack. I can't even put into words why I'm so excited. There's a song called Reckless Love, and it talks about God chasing you down, like busting down walls and tearing down lies and torching the shadows so they disappear, trying to find you and chasing after you, doing everything he can to get a hold of you. And once he has a hold of you, just not letting go. And I feel like God's done that my whole life. Chased after me. I've embraced so many different things, and he never gave up. He never gave up. And I thought, that's just amazing. I am so excited to be baptized into his family, not to a church, into his family. I just gives me chills to even think about it. Yeah. Alright, I guess I ran out of things to say. My rant is over.